Hello. Um, I remembered that I made this game a long time ago, but never actually recorded a video about it. So it was a prototype that I banged out over the course of 50 hours or so. Um, Made in Unity, and the key sort of gimmick was that you could create traps or gadgets, if you like, and throw them into the world, and they would do stuff. Um, So you get this library of bits and pieces on the side here. You can scroll up and down, wowee, and you can drag them over and you can assemble them. So there's a land block that triggers when it lands on something, a delay block that you can use to add a time delay to something, and down here, nobody ever reads these, I've learned by some testing that I did. Nobody ever reads anything ever, so I may as well just have a picture of a bum there for all that matters. But you can adjust the threshold. So I'm going to set it for 5 seconds. So when the land fires, it'll trigger all of its outputs, and then I'll connect that to an input on the delay block, and it makes a satisfying little click sound. I'll play that again for you. What a great sound. And then the output from the delay block will go to the input on a bang block. So then I've created this thing, and I'll chuck it there, and I'll start ticking, and it'll go bang. And didn't work. I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, this is probably going to kill me. Oh, this is interesting. Maybe this is why nobody ever really got past this first level. You have to blow up that thing. Oh, there you go. So then the door opens and a little dude runs over and fixes it. And then he runs back and despawns. So the key puzzle, if you like, here is to, you're going to damage that thing. Oh, game over, sad face, because I took damage from the explosion. Let me do that again. I put a land straight to a bang, and you chuck it, and it explodes. And you die immediately, so that's not what you want. So let's put a land, put a delay, 4 seconds on it, and a bang. So if you just blow it up, you don't have time to get to the door over here before the little dude goes and repairs it. So there you go. Level 2 gives you a patrolling guy who has a cone of vision. At the start of the level, they're given a randomly chosen set of patrol points and an order in which to patrol them. Oh god, he saw me. You get a little bit of a grace period while it narrows the beam on you. So you've got a few more options here. You've got land, and a delay, and then a proximity sensor, which goes off whenever an enemy walks in. Whoops, he spotted me and killed me. Good times. I better hide a bit better. So I'm going to put a land, then a proximity, then a bang. I'll set the range on the proximity up a little bit. Oh god, I triggered it and died. I don't know what this magenta dot is over here. Let's try that again. A land, proximity. Ooh, hold on. If I put a delay in there, it'll wait 3 seconds before arming before the proximity thing comes into effect. Which way is he going to go? He's probably going to go that way. Okay, so they're armed now and they kill him. Ah, but he respawns. I forgot about that. I killed myself. And him. So, yeah, that's the fundamental gist of it. You create a gadget out of discrete components and use them to solve problems. Yay, I win! And the third level is basically just my testing level that's basically impossible. There's 3 doors in a row and you have to hit 3 boxes simultaneously to make all the doors open before the repair bot or the fixer bot comes over and fixes them and shuts the doors again. So I think, yeah, I've got a laser in this one. So if you put a laser and then a delay and then a bang, chuck that on the wall, generates a laser, and if you interrupt the laser after some period of time, it explodes. Maybe? Maybe you have to stay in the beam? Yeah, there you go. So you could do it the other way around, you could have a delay in there, and then laser, and then bang. Wait, will that do anything? Yeah, I suppose that would. So, chuck it out, and after 3 seconds it would arm the laser. And then you walk in front of it and bang. That's all the blocks I had. So you could do, you know, there's a little bit of scope for interesting stuff here. So you could chuck one out that has a delay of 3 seconds before it arms, and then it's a proximity, and then there's another delay once it's been triggered before it turns the laser on, and then the laser sets off the bang. So chuck that out. Okay, so now it's armed, and then walk into it, starts that other timer, and then turns the beam on, and then sets it off. Or you could make a more powerful bang by putting 2 bangs. I don't know why it briefly shows a line, I haven't worked that out. But anyway, oh that's right, I have to go close to it to trigger it. So this is an interesting enough concept, creating bespoke devices to solve particular problems, but I couldn't really get too enthused about it for whatever reason. The round of testing I did, I spent way too much time on the pathfinding. The enemy is really, really clever at tracking you down. I actually had to dumb it down considerably because it was just too hard to get away from once you've been spotted. So what I wanted to do is have some sort of hotkey system so you could save a given device that you've constructed into a quick button, and then you hit like 2 and then quickly throw out a previously constructed device and other stuff. But I don't think there's any way of destroying a block, so you can stack them on top of each other. Handy. Oh, I got spotted and killed. But what I want to do, I think that this game's got a little, this concept's got a little bit of merit to it, says me, the guy who made it. Oops, I got hit by some shrapnel. But I don't know if this sort of format is the best idea for it. Like, sort of like the solo puzzler sort of thing might be a little bit overdone. Damn it, I keep dying to the explosion. I've simulated the shrapnel as real shrapnel works, and that a discrete number of chunks of shrapnel get thrown out, and if they hit you, you die, as opposed to the ball of flame that you... Oh god, that's not fair, he spawned way too close. Yeah, as opposed to the sort of ball of flame damage in a radius grenades that you usually see in games. This actually has shrapnel, and you know, I think it shoots out like 30 pieces of shrapnel, and if they hit you then you die. So that damaged that wind box. Comes in and repairs it, and then he runs back to the thingy. So I'm looking for ideas on what to do with this concept of... Oh yeah, he patrols all of the wind boxes to see if any of the others have been damaged, and then he goes back home. So I'm wondering if there's anything else, any other sort of game I can apply the construct a device idea to. I was thinking something like a infiltration game where you get like a procedurally generated facility that is patrolled by guards and has an objective in it. You have to get in and get the objective and get out, or something like that. I don't know. But I just figured I'd make a video on this game because I don't think I ever did. And it's mildly interesting, I reckon. Let's get spotted by this guy. See, this guy's just patrolling between navigation nodes that I placed around. Try to run away. See, I made the player significantly slower, so it's very difficult to survive being spotted. Yeah, nobody ever read this either. I think they just sort of blindly mashed their face and hand on their mouse and keyboard until they managed to make something happen. I probably should have read that before I started this video, hey? Would have saved a bit of time. Okay, bye-bye.